Hey guys, welcome back for another Hearthstone video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the new Tavern Brawl, but before we do so, I just wanted to mention that I'm having a $50 Google Play giveaway right now. Probably it's going to be two 20s and a 10. So the rules to have a to possibly win is if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. That gets you one entry, and then after that, once you are already subscribed, every single comment and like on past, present, and future videos gets you another entry. On March the 4th, I will be doing a drawing and picking out the winners. So, anyways, let's jump into this. So I'm going to go over each hero real quick, and then I'm going to show a couple of matches. So Boone, the warrior, warrior was pretty good last time. This time, I'm not a huge fan of it, but I have won the only match I've played with it, so it can be pretty good. The total, whenever you summon a dragon, you make all dragons in your hand cost one less. So it doesn't have any crazy effects. You got to have dragons in your hand, and even then, the effect's not fantastic unless you just manage to summon a lot of dragons, which most of them are higher cost, so it's hard to do. But it's a decent deck. It's probably got one of the best decks. It just doesn't have one of the best totems. So Warlock, I'm sorry, Shaman this time is way weaker than last time. What it does is whenever you cast a spell, you get to draw a spell that costs one more from your deck. It's the totem isn't very great, but the deck's alright. It's not great. The rogue this time is ridiculous. It's one of the top two. So whatever it does is whenever you cast a spell, it gets cast twice, and and you can cast it on any target. So let's say you do a cold blood combo where you're gonna deal 4 damage with the combo. It's gonna do it twice. You can do that to their hero, hit them for 8. And this deck also has Malagos, and obviously you got OTK potential there, and then it also has lots of ways to get copies of the coin, and the coin casts twice too, so you get 2 mana for each one. And I mean, you could just get you can ramp your mana ridiculously. Turn 1, you could be playing 2 or 3 spells, and they're casting double. But anyways, still not what I think is the absolute best. I like the Warlock. The Druid one sucks once again. Whenever you overkill your what was it? It's either whenever you overkill a beast in your hand. No, maybe it's one of the minions. I don't remember, but it's not very good. It's alright, though. The Hunter surprisingly sucks again. I feel like they're just like, Hunter's been so good in the meta recently, we're going to make these suck. God, I can't even remember what the totem does. Not very good. Paladin, also not very good. The totem makes it to where whenever your hero takes damage, any amount, their hero also takes damage, 5 damage, no matter how much your hero takes. The problem with this is all the cards in the deck are, the synergy makes you hurt yourself, and so if your totem's not up, that sucks. And there's also a card in it that really doesn't make sense unless your totem's up, and that's the minion. Whenever he takes damage, instead of it taking damage, your hero takes damage. So it's pretty much impossible to remove from the board. So you do not want to play it, because once your totem dies, every single time that minion takes damage, it's just going to hurt you, and it's not going to go anywhere. So yeah, anyways, and the totem's really low health, either 2 or 4, I believe, so it's super easy to take out. The mage this time is pretty good. Pretty much it relies on one card, though. Whenever you freeze whenever you freeze minions, you get a 0 cost spell that does 1 damage. But there's a minion in the deck that you have to wait until you have a couple ways to freeze people, have your totem up, or at least a couple ways to freeze people, because you can hold the 0 cost spells until your totem is up. But pretty much whenever you cast a spell, any spell, it cast a fireball with random targets, and since those spells that do 1 damage cost 0, you can literally just play as many as you have in your hand, which can be a shit ton. If you use like the spell that freezes all enemy minions, they have several, while your totem's on the board, boom, you're gonna get a whole bunch. And so the priest, any healing does damage instead to like their minions, and so you got lots of healing cards. Obviously, your hero power, and then also things like what's his name, Shroom Brewer, is that it? Anyways, he restores 4 health, and you can target anything with it. But and then finally the Warlock. It's a discard Warlock that also has, whenever you discard a card, you summon a random demon, which can get ridiculous. So that's what I'm going to be showing. I've actually played 4 matches and all 4 wins, so I'm going to show those real quick. Alright, so my RNG luck in this first one is just ridiculous, as you guys will see. You, of course, get the quest with it. Something that doesn't come with the version of this you get with Whizbang. And the cards in it are also just incredible synergy with it. Oh, that's right. The hunter's hero or totem is whenever you overkill, every card costs one less, or the minions in your hand cost one less. Which really isn't even that good of an effect. I mean, it's all right, but nothing spectacular like getting to summon a random demon. Look at that, a Void Lord. Crazy RNG luck. Makes it very hard for him to take my totem out too. So watch this RNG luck. Another fucking Void Lord. So turn 3, I've got 2 Void Lords on the board. It also makes it very hard for him to get his totem's effect when he has to overkill my minions, and I've got 2 3/8s with taunt on the board on turn 3. Pretty much it just ended up getting very hard for me to be able to summon anything because that 1/1 minion has a death. Sorry about that. So that death rattle minion, I believe this is the game. Oh, never mind. I've got another match where the random demon I get has a death rattle to resummon another 1/1, which really isn't all that good, especially not when you've already got the portal open and it's summoning 3/2s, and then you get random demons whenever you discard a card, and so like my board was just crazy over full. So this match I'm going up against a warrior, and one thing about the warrior in this, I'm going to fast forward a little bit. You can see I had good RNG luck again though. But anyways, the warrior matches can tend to take a while. Even up against a deck this crazy overpowered. That's the only thing that sucks about Tavern Brawl. Really, Rogue and Warlock are crazy powerful, and Mage is alright if you get that one card. But really, just Rogue and Warlock are unstoppable. Nice little board clear for him there. Saved him from dying for a couple of rounds. Yeah, it's perfect combo. Whenever you have Clutch Mother in your hand, you got lots of cards that discard the lowest cost card in your hand. And if you don't have many cards, you just got a good chance of discarding that, so it can get ridiculous. So a nice little board clear for him again. So it helped him stall a few turns. Again, good RNG luck there. He lost some good battle cries there. Worth it though. He made smart trades there too, or smart like attacks, so he kept all his minions on the board. Fantastic board clear there for me. He could have quite possibly won had I not been able to clear the board like that. Actually, he might have had lethal next turn. Alright, let's go ahead and I got a couple more I'm going to show. Okay, so this match I was playing a druid and this guy was pretty garbage too, so I'm going to kind of fast forward through it so this video doesn't get too crazy. I mean, you can see here, this is game over already. Alright, so this time we're going up against the priest. Oops, paused it. This is probably the match where my board gets ridiculous. Pretty much every match with Warlock can help you make your board ridiculous, but this one it gets real ridiculous. Yeah, see, there's where I get that 1/1 demon who just keeps on resummoning himself unless he's silenced. I mean, I'm sure that can have some kind of crazy play, especially for an aggro deck or something, but or maybe not for an aggro. You kind of don't want that thing taking up board space, depending on how many cards you can pull. But I mean, for high reek, it would be all right, since you have the spell that whenever a minion dies, or I'm sorry, you have the spirit. Whenever a minion dies, it gives another minion in your hand +1/+1. You also have the one that like you get to destroy a random minion and it powers up the rest of your, or I'm sorry, destroy one of your minions and it powers up the rest of your minions. This guy was pretty smart, like pretty decent player. He made good decisions for the most part. It's just really hard to beat this deck. I probably should have killed one of my minions with those trades on purpose just so I can have some space. So now I'm getting, that guy summons something from my hand. I'm getting a random demon every single time I discard something. I'm getting 3/2s at the end of every turn, and that 1/1 comes back every single time. I chose to attack. Oh no, that's right. Since I had rush, that's why I did it this way. Alright guys, so that is it. You can see how ridiculously powerful this deck. The only one that rivals it is the rogue one, and for what it's worth, I beat a rogue using this, but I also beat a warlock using rogue, so could have been bad players or me playing good. Either way, remember to get that subscribe in if you haven't already, and get those likes and comments in. We're running out of time for those entries, so get them in quickly, and I'll see you guys back next time.